What we're going to do is just I suppose ask you a couple of questions. Number one is the camp, what you hope the boys will learn from it.
Yeah, I think the big thing with the camp is that we're looking to promote the Lansdowne way and promote the sort of skills and behaviours and values that constitute and underpin a club like Lansdowne, really. So getting the youngsters in now and trying to build in a philosophy, if you like, of play, I think is really important. And already, as you can see behind me, the guys are working hard, and the coaches are working hard with them as well to promote a skillful way of playing rugby and good behaviours as well that underpin that, and hopefully make these young lads a credit to the club going forward.
I thought that was very interesting, the way you've broken down the 3-day camp here at Lansdowne. You're paying particular attention to the whole strength and conditioning area.
Yeah, we're trying to put a bit of detail into the camp, not only on the rugby specific areas, but also some educational aspects. For example, Kieran Walsh, our strength and conditioner with the first team, has kindly agreed to help out and talk to the lads about the sort of things that can help them at this stage of their career and their progression. Even though they do some work in the gym, it wouldn't be with weights or free weights. It would be more about their body control, their motor control systems, and how they can learn to operate their body and move their bodies in a safe and efficient manner. I think that's the most important thing then, and obviously the value of good nutrition, when to eat, how often to eat before the game, and obviously the window to refuel straight after the game is a really important message for the youngsters as well, and for mums and dads as well.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting yesterday on the nutritional aspect in the Q&A before you actually went out onto the pitch to train, were the questions that some of the boys seem to be very in tune with the things they should or they shouldn't eat, and asking the coaches.
Well,
what
absolutely,
they should.
And you know, there's rugby magazines out there, there's sport magazines, there's online information, there's rugby on TV. You know, these youngsters are brought up in that type of environment now, where they sort of big thirst for knowledge, and they hear things bandied about, and they hear different sort of principles discussed openly about preparation, nutrition. So I think it was important for us to try and address that early on, to give them some good habits, to give them some good information and feedback at this stage, really, so that they go forward with the right sort of knowledge from an expert in conditioning and nutrition.
Very good, and you've played at the highest level, you've coached at the highest level, you've coached Ireland under-20s, and you're the head coach here at Lansdowne senior team. What's it like coaching a bunch of 13 and 14 year olds? Yeah,
well, I've gone a bit greyer already, I can tell you, and there's a bit more hair's falling out, but no, they've been great kids, credit to their families and to the club who've worked with them so far. What we're trying to do is just sort of add a little bit of value, if you like, on top of the great work that's already been done at the club. Try and sort of spread the message, if you like, a little bit further throughout the club that you know, there's a club where there's good systems in place, everyone's operating you know, together and working together, and there's a synergy and there's a togetherness about everything we're trying to do at the club. So I think it's fantastic to get these lads coming through, wearing the Lansdowne jersey, to see the coaches working, and everyone trying their best to develop good players but good people as well, and I think that's really important. Just educating them again about the sort of behaviours they need in and around the club, in and around the changing room, not to mess with weights, not to sort of leave things lying about, pick up after themselves. You know, those sorts of things on top of the rugby specific education, I think, is really important. And
tell me, just to finish, Mike, in terms of, this is the first time we've run this camp at Lansdowne, you get a feeling that we can build from this and go on and run more?
Oh, absolutely. I think there's obviously other age grades as well we'd like to involve going forward. As I say, it's been a great experience for me personally and for the coaches. As I say, I've coached at many different levels, but it's quite stressful as well at this level as well, so in a different type of way. But the children have been great, and they're obviously on the verge of turning into young men, so I think if we can help them on that pathway and help to deliver some important messages along the way, then I think that's really going to be good for us.
As we mentioned earlier on, it's the first time we've run this in Lansdowne, and looking forward to the future. We'll have some more, I think.
Yeah, and look, it's fantastic. We got plenty of support for this, not just from the club itself, but from Big Red Cloud online accounts. They've been fantastic with us. They sponsored the event and helped with food and drink for the lads, and really supported the event superbly. So obviously any other potential sponsors out there as well would be fantastic going forward. Give these youngsters a chance to be the next Brian O'Driscoll or Gordon Darcy or Devon Toner, Jody Murphy, of course, the Lansdowne boy as well. So who knows, one of this crop could suddenly be on the Aviva behind me before too long.